Alright guys, I'm Mr. Tuesday and I'm about to solve the Sunday crossword. So right here we have Numbers Game by Jacob Reed. And apparently, this puzzle here is intended to have picture clues. And on the side here, I can already see like laughing emojis laughing at me right now. Alright, so let's see what it's all about. Something like this, huh? 5508.461375 divided by 618. I really don't know what that means, but apparently I had a similar idea with this. Never came to fruition. Okay, the buses cleared the noon. I saw something here. Jimmy Kimmel's Network, that's ABC. See a laughing emoji. Sit. What about add a girl 4 down? Or a government organization that investigates accidents? I'd probably say OSHA. The sheep's peep. Let me go with alter for this one. Spoken. Go with oral. No, that won't fit. Ellen of Marriage Story. I can go with Alder for that one. So a page that points to other pages, that would be an index, with an X at the end. Longtime Japanese camera brand. Ooh. In a 60 down city where tourists take photos pretending to hold up its famous landmark. Pisa. Okay, word with kitchen or angels. Hells. What about they're rising over time? Okay. Morals on the screen, or morals on the screen. Last time I checked, it's for probably Esau. And suffix with proverb. Proverbial. So IAL. Line in old Apple ads. Something. Coming of age Pixar film of 2021. So, what would that be? I think Soul was released around 2020. So I put an S here. Does Morati's name start with an S? And what about how to read the words written on this puzzle's 108 across? Yeah, device used to read the 8 visual clues in this puzzle, a calculator. Okay? In a way, it could be like upside down for this, obviously. Because that's how I usually read words on a calculator. Beers that might currently have hop in their names for short. IPAs. And by the way, so 96 down is definitely not Soul, that's for sure. It's gonna be Luca. Yeah. It just came to me. Periods of abstinence from TV, news, social platforms, etc. Downtime, but that doesn't fit. President of the United States, number 34. Who was that? Number 34. Hmm. Old sayings. Some large structures. There's an S at the intersection here. A cry after putting one pencil down. Done. Some opinion pieces, op-eds. A list ending abbreviation. Et al. What a hot dog might do. Bark. Doesn't fit. Married mujeres, señoras, SRS. Goes to the mat. What me? Because right now got et al. And señoras, SRAs. So this definitely had to be calculator. By the way, junior and senior abbreviation. Garments for one who's wearing a wire. Trench coat. Yeah. Okay. So I have to read like 67 across upside down. So it could be something like Bolshoi shoe. So I could put shoe at the end here. And what else do I get? Alright. Humorous Bombeck. Anna, perhaps? Tended to a Zen garden, in a way. Put ED at the end here. And like some marriages, seating, and musical compositions, put an ED there, I think. Pitchful. So I might as well take this out. Riverbank material, I'll try sill. An adult mare deer, that would have to be a stag. But was Alda in Marriage Story? That is the question that I'm asking. Okay, a tough customer for wedding planner, that would be a Bridezilla. Tough spot for a team, a Zit. Crew, team. The Renaissance locale is Harlem, ironically. The adult mare deer will not be a stag. Something else entirely. A hillbilly's booze. That's what's said upside down. I'm gonna take a shoe for 67. Realize something is up here. Hillbilly's booze. So the answer is synonymous to the clue. The witch is upside down. So show that didn't win 43 of its 54 Emmy nominations. What is it trying to tell me? Okay, so 26A and 16D are both plural, so put an S in the intersection. One's providing help around the house. Eight. Yeah. Courtyards, put an A. Rather, the answer may be Austria. Like a lover's lips, perhaps. There's going to be an able at the end. And thus, this could be kissable, word whose letters are aptly found from left to right in Scion. Son. So Italian diminutive suffix. Could be Ino or Ito. Yeah. In fact, words of denial. Maybe not true at the end. Bears counterparts on Wall Street once. The bull market. I don't know if it fits there. Nine down. Down for the count. Let that be KO. So 19 cross can be still not true. And bogus, don't know. I'm gonna try for 30 cross siege because that will be attack as a castle. And rolls 18 down is plural. So I guess it has to be siege. 29 down. Sviatchik of women's tennis. Iga. Holy Sai. The source, let it be CNN. Food-centric broadcast originating in South Korea. Mukbangs. Mukbangs. One way to play it. By ear. Broke bread. He did communion. That doesn't fit. BG's plus Google. What could it be? PC platform of the 1980s. MS-DOS. Still don't know about broke bread. And one of Chekhov's three sisters. I'll try Ogre for that one. That's a very common name for a Chekhov sister. Okay, 100 Acre Wood Residence. Kanga. Broke bread. I'd probably say DOIN for that one. Of service, let it be util. Google minus log. I'll probably have to take out the LOG in there. Ogle. Yeah, that could be something. Search, obviously. Film excerpt. Clip. Either of the two statues in front of the New York Public Library, I'll do line. One of the Marx Brothers, probably Chico. Rapper Kid Cudi? Yikes. Uh-oh. So Lucky Lottery's winners cry. It's not I won, obviously. And also for 73, the cross sleaze ball. Maybe. Okay, how about this? Reached a base horizontally. Slid in. So we're talking about baseball here. So Google log in this case, it's going to be search history. Yes. All right. Floral subject for Van Gogh. Iris. Holder of valuable contributions. IRA. Because Google is 376006, and this one is 316008. This gonna have to be Boogie. BG's and Boogie. Staying alive. The cannabis variety contrasted with indica. Something. Bumpy jumpers. Think with the happy totes. Root word. I'll try oak. Oh, wait, and gourmet mushroom type. Hmm. Oodles of, this could be many for sure. Hillbillies Blues. It's not a magazine. Bolshoi shoe. Maybe for the second part of 67 across, it could be Sliver, right?
Right.
And Naysayer, that's an anti. Yes. What about the adult male deer? A heart?
Yes!
And what is rising over time is the sea. So let this be seas. Name shouted in a streetcar named Desire, Stella. And what about this? She is Ellis Bell. Okay, what would that be? Could this be Paula?
No.
Because I see that 79 down could be I'm a Mac. In the annual scoring series, two words, with the second word being tour. Let's be PGA Tour. Half of a noted Magic Duo pen. Yes. Baseball features. Finesse here. Yikes. I would like to say this will be a god. So maybe for 68s, maybe this is a psi. So that way this thing could be something like Emily here. And also junior and senior, their years, YRS in the sense. By the way, something. Like some marriages, seating, and musical compositions, they are arranged. Okay. Some kindergarten art supplies, Crayolas. A shepherd's staff, not a cane. Pitchfork features a prong, not a grong, but a prong. What about the humorous Bombeck? I'll try RNA again. Shoe the scenery, maybe emotes. And Evita, something. Tended to a Zen garden, maybe a raked. And could this be Crook? So that way, realizing that 84 cross can be Emily Bronte. It's a garments, it's gonna be a bra. What about 69 down? Could be Perron. So that way, the humorous Bomback is Irma, not Anna. A token character who dies as the gray and returns as the white. That's Gandalf. Baseball features and old sayings. I want to say teams, but I already have a team right here. So this is not the case. Should not be the case. Splendid. I'll say this will be good. Give thumbs up. 180 here. Okay. High heels. I think this could be stilettos. Yeah. A comedian Toro. Tig. A website with a personalized and custom jewelry page. Etsy. Like the weather around a lighthouse, maybe. That's foggy. Yes. Goaded and egged on. The heart's gist. Gate faster than a walk, a trot. The Blank Tour, record-breaking music event of 2023-24 eras. Possible polling prop. Bias. Ship shape. Tidy. Okay. The Bolshoi shoe is going to be the ballet slipper. Lunacy. Something. Uh, root word. It's not oak, apparently. Boiling. I'm going to go with irate with this one. The cry in 64 cross is going to be I'm rich. What's in the bag? Will that be? Don't know. So, the periods of abstinence from TV, etc., I could say these are media facts. What about this? I gave thumbs up. Large structures for pet rooms. Cat towers, maybe. So what was Moriarty's name? 111 could be cat condos. So right here I get DDE for 107. Who was Dwight D. Eisenhower, perhaps? Also, think her name was Leanne. 92 becomes on ice. And 113 becomes ascendant, I think. 106 is ENT. Okay, and a sleazeball, that could be creepo. Honest to goodness, real. You know what I'm saying? The word tripled. Yada. Okay? The anonymous sac is cyst. T is in the back. Hillbilly's booze. Moonshine. A six-pack components. Can. And who was Carmen? Jazz singer Carmen. Somebody. Okay, maybe this could be a moot point, 30-1 down. And the singer was McRae. Bears counterpart would have to be Rice. But we're not talking about Bulls here. We're talking about Stearns. Hmm. Advance. Be something like go on, but has to be something else apparently. What about Big Sleigh Boss? That's gonna be Santa Claus. That means one down is not OSHA. So if I had to put Santa Claus in that, put that in. Clear up Alter 2. 7 down's low. 9 down, LMAO. Okay. How detectives might act. They can be on duty. Undercover. None of those fit. 17 across, that can be truth bomb. Okay. Spoken was oral. Okay. What about the government organization? Not the CSA. Something else entirely, apparently. What a whistler listens. Tune. Let 5 down be that said, and a sheep's pee is gonna be bleat. And for 1 across, not at all. Making the government organization NTSB. Rolls, it can be buns. So bogus. And the Bilbo 5 Bilbo 5. Okay, 31-8 across. Computing company whose logo has remained largely the same since it was introduced by Paul Rand in 1962. IBM. So I guess like 24 is not on guard because that then will give me Sigivla for 21 down. And the headquarters is what? Headquarter. Maybe it's not IBM. Alright, senior, Bush senior, Carter each had one. I'm thinking about Toga for some reason. Put that here, what I guess. IBM, something fits. Let me clear a lot of these out and put back in. I mean, the headquarters, what? Loeb. How about that? So I got the O in the middle of 30 across, so it's not siege. What else could it be? It could be what? Thinking for adult mirror deer, that can be hard. Alright, head honcho, I know that would be Tom Banana. That's real. And it would be the subject of a class with dummies in it. CP Watts. CPU, no. CPR. A steady stream that be flow, goes to the mat, that's wrestles. Alright, it's filled in. Gourmet mushroom type. And lunacy. Non-insanity. Style of writing. Root word. Ole. Because you're rooting them on. Lunacy. A show that didn't win 43 of its 54 Emmy nominations. Like what? RO, right? RO, perhaps? Gonna be RO. Detectives might act, perhaps on a lead. So I think the cannabis variety could be saliva. Attack, what? So what about Bush Senior and Carter here? They only have one term. Yes. Attack as a council. Bogus. Say bogus could be sham. And attack is Storm, apparently? No, it's Storm. And this is a Bilbo 5. The one Reds. The one what? The one ring. Yes. 54 down, I'd probably put an L there. Star Ryan could be a line. What about the show? Well, could it be? And 1 or 3 on the Mayflower. And mass. I'm gonna put rows. Just gonna DOIN obviously because it still have this square all along. Old saves. And baseball features. Finesse. Obviously not done. So obviously it's not teams, but something else. So I'm gonna have to look up these terms then. So it's actually a moral mushroom. That's what it is. The term would have to be folly. Okay? Style of writing is fonts. Sure. Show is lost. And I officially solved the crossword. Ain't that something?